Hello my friends, how's everyone been? I hope everything is staying solid in your world. Today we are in Icon Thriftmaster number 18. This particular truck is a 1951 and it's built in the Derelict style. So much fun. This truck has lots of beyond the normal Thriftmaster. The Derelicts always come with more story and detail stuff that I really dig. Makes it fun. So, original paint, beautiful, messed up green, like grandma's frying pan, baked on, but surprisingly stable. Really good body integrity, no notable rust at all. We did do some floor repairs and then a couple custom things that I'll show you that we normally just don't do with the Derelicts, and they were, in all honesty, my clients' ideas, and I think they were really good ideas. Came out really nice. Let's start with the basics. Powertrain. This one has the Sport chassis, so that means four-wheel independent suspension, Dana nodular 60, third member, rear steer capability of about 3 to 4 degrees if you're really pushing it, and independent front, Icon Brembo brakes, hydro boosted all the way around, e-stop electric parking brake, E-Rod LS3, about 440 horse and torque, fun, and they sit down really nice and deep and pretty far back in these, we call them TRs in the shop, but whatever, Thriftmasters. And it just makes for a hell of a lot of fun. I mean, I think I've said it a billion times, but I'm going to keep saying it because the way they look, you wouldn't believe me unless you drove it. They are a sports car masquerading as a vintage farm truck. The capability of this chassis and powertrain is just remarkable, especially when you got this Tremec TKO 6-speed, killer tranny, long live the manual. We don't get to build as many manuals as I'd like to see us build. I think more and more people are just automatic people, but I try and convert them every single time. Let's see, of course, rack and pinion, power steering, Icon's proprietary wiring harness, so there are extensive electronics, all management aspects of electronics are managed underneath this seat. There's little gas shocks, you can articulate the seat up and get to everything from the digital sound processor through to tranny controller, everything, you name it. All mil-spec connectors and wires. Everything is hand crimped and hand soldered, triple seal connectors, exhaust system, stainless steel, TIG welded, mandrel bent. It's a bridged dual system. We left the exhaust on this one raw. Ceramic just doesn't fit as well on the Derelicts or even the old schools nearly as well as they do on the new school. Of course, the Icon forged aluminum wheels. They're not staggered. They are running ZR rated tires, which is kind of the only exterior giveaway. Fun little detail on this truck, we were actually able to save the original hubcaps that came with the truck and to apply those to our Derelict wheels. Now, client idea. You'll notice the wheels are not patinated, is that even a word? But they're pretty and glossy paint. That was a client idea, and I think it's a nifty touch. The tires already give away the performance of the truck, so why not? And then the idea of that is carried through to the engine bay and the interior cabin. So the engine bay, firewall, inner fenders, B-side of the hood are all A-class painted in a stock-inspired green color. So there's kind of a cool contrast or dichotomy when you pop that hood and then everything's super fresh versus the rest of the exterior paint, which is far from super fresh. The interior, client had us carry that theme through here. So all the bright work in chrome, all the dash chrome panels, all the painted surfaces on doors, interior cabin here in the back and dash are all restored and painted. The dash is the Icon old school style layout with a couple changes, but basically you've got your audio controls, which is a 2-stage switch. So you have principal volume, then you have base circuit volume controls, then you have lights, wipers, fan, vent, and temp. Gauges, we worked with our buddies at Dakota to do something custom, just to play around. This is the later series Dakotas that are used in our production Thriftmasters that provide a host of more functions. Nice graphics, but we designed them with Dakota to be very true to the original font and layout. Even the color pattern picks up with the green that's on the rest of the interior. Came up pretty darn cool. Steering wheel is a stock reproduction, but 1954, because client liked the design better. We wrapped that in the bison leather that's featured in the rest of the interior as well. By the way, far right under the ashtray, the B button, that's for the electric parking brake. And it's both a LED to light up to remind you when it's on, and then an audible beep to further remind you that it's on, which frankly, you probably need neither of them, because when it's on, you ain't moving this truck. They're just super, super stout. We did our usual Mercedes G-Wagon sourced cup holders down low in the kick vent dogleg area, but the client also had us add the Icon center console style dual cup holder mounted to the bottom of the bench seat. We added seat heaters to this truck, which I think is the first time we've done that in a TR. And the controls for that are next to invisible. They're hiding down on the left and right of that center cup holder situation. What else? We have, of course, power windows, power door locks. The power windows have my gizmo controller where you double tap, all windows go down, double tap up, all windows go up. If you simply tap once on the driver or passenger side, then you control just that respective window, not all of them. This truck still has the factory cowl vent, which is killer. Those work really well, otherwise known as factory AC. And the interior, we kind of took a little of this and a little bit of that on the layout, but we really took more inspiration from the stock original vinyl seat layout pattern with a little bit of our style added in. So you have the foam stitched layer brown veg tanned bison on the top side of things, but then the foam is stitched to it with another layer of reinforcement before you get to the glide engineering seat structure. So that's what gives it this sort of molded contour design. Door panels, we went far more stock than we normally do. That of course still features our 2-layer marine board laser cut sort of foundation, so the armrest locks it down, but when you take the window and door handles off and the armrest off, there's none of those crappy door panel clips that fall apart after 1 or 2 uses. It's rare earth magnets all the way around the perimeter, so if you have to get inside the door to service anything, it's really user friendly, quite nice. Of course, that bench has the center fold down arm rest, and it's got the pocket for your phone or whatever in the front center. We did the Hargotten Scrap Vive lugs on the interior, and those are hemmed in the brown bison. Copious amounts of Dynamat featured throughout the firewall, the cab back, the doors, the headliner, the floors, the trans tunnel, and then the carpets are multi-layered, so you have the, well, not so fixed, but sort of fixed baseline carpet. Then you have the rubber back, Dynamat lined, carpeted, removable floor mats as well. Of course, tilt column with safety breakaway joint 2 Borgensons. So the stock ones kind of impale your ass if you got in a wreck. So that's certainly welcomed. We did bison old school style visors on this one. The Rosen aerospace ones that we love so much just don't work as well in a Derelict. Now, other unique things on the exterior, the bed wood. Dang, is it nice. The bed wood is from a barn And the cornerstone on the barn in Pennsylvania said 1854. This wood is original to that barn, and our buddy who salvages a lot of our special wood projects, he found it. So that means the tree was felled pre-1854, and it's old growth American elm. Now on the top visible surface, you'll notice that we left it as found as it came off the barn. So you have all those beautiful milling lines. Now we did plane it, but we planed the B side, and then we poly coated that in a marine finish for stability. And then all the runners in the bed, they're brand new, but we acid etched the stainless to give them more patina so that they wouldn't like stand out to you. Obviously, with all of the Thriftmaster and frankly most of the Icon Derelicts at large, we do have to cheat some patina. So original truck did not have four-wheel independent suspension, nor did it have big sticky tires. So the mini tubs are faux patinaed, and a couple other spot areas here and there. You'll notice where we put the lizard, seemed to be happy there, and he's catching good sun. Plus the hood has the factory hood ornament, which is super cool. So it's getting a little busy up there, so we left that all by its lonesome. We did keep the stock gas cap, which the fill neck goes in just a wee bit and then we capped it. So you can use it to like, whatever, spare key or hide or whatever you want to hide. The chain, although it drives me slightly nuts when I forget it's there and I come to a stop or I'm on the freeway, you can hear it chinky, chinky, chinky. It came with the truck. It's been on the truck for decades. Part of the story, so we left it. Reverse lights, unlike the normal Thriftmasters where we put them in the end of the bed rails, we did want our high output aircraft landing LED light arrays hiding under the truck. And you don't really see it until it sees you, which I like. You'll notice the stance. This truck is not aggressively low. My personal feeling is, while they're more fun slammed, they're less practical slammed. And with this suspension, we can get phenomenal ride and handling dynamics with a fairly high stance. So you've got tunable sway bars and stuff. This one ran the tall offset spindles and a higher setting on the adjustable coilover shocks. So I like it when it'll clear the federal standard for parking berms. Because it sucks when you come in somewhere and you're not thinking about that and you hit the damn berm and ruin the bumpers. That's never, never, never fun. And I think especially for a Derelict, it's just more of a traditional under the radar, kind of subtle look. Plays out really nice. Derelict badge went over an odd spot on the bed side that had weird corrosion. So we neutralized that corrosion and put the Derelict badge on top. So monkey no see, monkey no know, right? Audio is, as I said, Bluetooth dependent through a digital sound processor. Focal audio, K2 speakers, totally hidden, control everything on your phone except on-off volume and bass circuit volume. And the bass is hiding there behind the center console. That's kind of nifty. Hopefully you appreciated and benefited from the far more extensive process B-roll photography and video that has been laced in this narrated video. You guys asked for it, you got it, and that way you don't have to see me as much, and that's always a damn good thing. Check out the new outro. What do you think of the new outro? Spent a lot of time on that, as well as that new intro. Special music orchestrated by a gang of my good friends, and we're proud to have it. So be well, be kind to yourself, be kind to others, and I look forward to seeing you guys again next week for yet another Icon video.